they don't particularly like each other.
And I think fans really gravitate towards that sort of dislike. It just puts an extra added ingredient of intensity on a game like this. So for the fan bases, this one's big.
A look at Orlando's opening lineup. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. And it's Carter in at the 5. And it's Wagner missing. Antetokounmpo with it. Wagner picks him up. For 3, here's Lillard. Orlando with the rebound. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. We'll have to be disciplined tonight, BA.
Appreciate the report, Allie. The 3 from Suggs. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Lopez. It's rebounded by Banchero.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Grant, Kyle Kuzma is an instinctual scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
He's especially skilled inside the painted area, but he's a capable shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc. Plus, he's someone you can rely on in the clutch.
And Caldwell-Pope gets it to go.
They got to stay connected to Caldwell-Pope. He's a knockdown shooter, and he can get it going.
Prince, a screen on Suggs. Pass to Prince. Here's the 3. That one no good. The Magic have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Banchero no good.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Antetokounmpo, that's good.
Giannis finding the mid-range J, and he can score over the top.
Wagner for 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. And stolen by Suggs. And he lobs it up. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
I mean, did you see the strength and force? I mean, that's what puts Banchero ahead.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Kuzma. Here's Lopez. Lopez, the screen on Banchero. And Lillard gets it to go.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Suggs. Picked by Carter. For 3, Caldwell-Pope. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
Nice shot by KCP. Offensively, his role is to hit jump shots.
Lillard looking around. Drills it from deep. Lillard's got 8.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Prince against Caldwell-Pope. Banchero outside. The three-pointer off the mark. The Bucks trail. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Caldwell-Pope with a drive. Wagner for 3. They grab their own miss. Carter, the pass to Caldwell-Pope. Nails it from 3. He's got 12.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
The shot by Lillard, no good. Magic leading by 4. Suggs outside. Lets the 3 fly. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
And not wasting any time here. Suggs is quick on the draw off the catch.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Prince. Lillard outside. A deep 3. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And the Bucks pushing it up now. Antetokounmpo for 3. It's rebounded by Wagner. Outside, Caldwell-Pope. And Carroll with a screen on Kuzma. Caldwell-Pope. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away and threatening.
And so it's Orlando with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play. This one has been one-sided so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out, they're hungry to run, and they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
Giannis plays the 4 with Portis in at center. Kevin Porter is out there with Gary Trent, and it's Green in at the 3. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Porter. From downtown, and again it's Milwaukee from deep.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
The 3 is up. Trent's shot is off. Magic leading by 4. Well, Brent, he doesn't give you much inside the arc, but Trent Jr. is a sniper from deep.
Yeah, and Gary Trent Jr. knows exactly why he's on the floor, and that's to shoot the basketball. So continue to move, find open areas, wait for the ball, and then let it rip.
Orlando's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. It's stolen by Green. And the Bucks pushing it up now. It's stolen. Here's Black. He's scoreless. Harris with it. Kicks it out to Isaac. And the shot is good. Harris making the play. And the Magic lead by 7.
And this is why so many love Isaac. Almost 7 feet tall, able to space the floor, too, with his three-point shot.
Antetokounmpo outside. And again, it's the Bucks missing.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is, too.
Back to Porter. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Orlando leading by 7. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Bataze. Here's De Silva. Now, for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. And Bataze gets it to go. Bataze's got 5 points now in the quarter. The Bucks trail by 9. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Trent for 3. Unloads. They get the rebound. Portis for 3. Deflects the pass. Green, the pass to Trent. Hits a three-pointer.
Just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time. Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the 3 in transition.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Harris. Trent for 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Harris outside. Pass to Black. Bataze with a screen. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And it's Porter with the ball for Milwaukee. They trail by 9. Portis finds Porter. Trent outside. Puts up a 3. Orlando with a rebound. Isaac's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Black. Three-pointer off the mark.
Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense than trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim. Now, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Here's Black. Pass to De Silva. Kicks it out to Isaac. Three-pointer. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Orlando leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Their play. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Get ready for the half-court shot. Give me a lead. They're measuring up the shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope displaying his skills today.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Here's who Jamal Mosley is starting the second half with. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. On the wings, it's Caldwell-Pope and Wagner, and it's Suggs in at the 1. Just 5 to shoot. And Caldwell-Pope gets it to go. Caldwell-Pope's got 16 points now. Brent, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Banchero outside. No good with the triple. Bucks trail by 6. Inside, in transition. Here come the Bucks. Lopez finds Lillard. Fires for 3. Lillard! What'd you expect?
You cannot let Dame get good looks, especially from the corner.
Suggs, the pass to Caldwell-Pope. Wagner on the wing. Caldwell-Pope, a screen on Kuzma. Back to Caldwell-Pope. Fires the 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Brent, we've never seen a player like Giannis. How do you stop him? Or how do you at least slow him down?
Well, B.A., there's a reason why I'm over here in a suit and the coaches are over there in their suits. That's their job. And Giannis is just one of those guys you hope is having an off night. Force him into as many jump shots as you possibly can. But inside, Giannis is going to get there, and he's going to devastate you. Such a heady offensive player. Once KCP gets a couple to fall, he stays aggressive.
Pass to Prince. Antetokounmpo with it. Back to Prince. Lillard outside. From behind the arc. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got his 4th rebound in this one. Suggs, the pass to Caldwell-Pope. Over Lillard. Outside, Caldwell-Pope. Fires the 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Prince finds Lopez. Lillard right side. Solid as a rock from 20 feet out. Lillard's got 5 points in the quarter.
You know, Lillard works so hard on the offensive end of the floor. It's really what helps him get going like this.
The 3 is up. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And Carroll with it. And Lopez picks him up. Left side, Caldwell-Pope lets it go from deep. Knocks down the triple. Caldwell-Pope's got 22.
Well, Caldwell-Pope at the ready. He was totally prepared to take that one.
And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. That won't go. He's 5 for 12 now. Magic leading by 7. Suggs, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Suggs with a screen on Prince. And Caldwell Pope gets it to go.
They're leaning on him heavy, and he's responding. He can carry the load.
For 3, here's Lillard. Drains the triple. Lillard's got 16 points now.
Yeah, so do the quick short dribbles and then create some space. Try to guard that.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. Rebounded by Kuzma. And so it's Kuzma who brings up the ball for Milwaukee. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Carter's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul.
And what I like about Suggs is that he does many things well, and that's because he plays with so much confidence.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Fires in the triple.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Portis outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Portis has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Wagner for 3. Rebounded by Lopez. Porter looks it over. Out to Portis. Takes the 3. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Orlando Magic. Close. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Bobby Portis out there with Brook Lopez. Then there's Kevin Porter. Then there's Gary Trent. And it's Rollins in at the point guard position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. To the left wing. Here's Joseph. Black. Great positioning on the putback. And the Magic lead by 9.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
No problems knocking that one down.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Three-pointer. Nails it from 3. Joseph has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Connects from downtown.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
Well, he's doing everything he can to make them competitive. And by everything, I mean draining threes.
Portis with the steal. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
Kyle Kuzma, he's checked in. Oh, it's Ben Carroll going up top.
Get up, Paolo, rocking the rim.
Lillard against Ben Carroll. Pass to Rollins. It's tipped. Lillard with the ball, guarded by Ben Carroll. 6 to shoot. Shoots it from the corner. Yes! He nails it!
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close, he's getting the ball.
The Magic making a switch here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. And the Bucks pushing it up now. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And this was already coming down to the wire, but poor ball control and some fast hands have raised the stakes.
Orlando again missing. Bucks trail by 3. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
And Kuz on the cruise with that bucket.
Outside, Caldwell Pope sinks the tray. Caldwell Pope's got 27.
So reliable with the ball in his hands. Caldwell Pope wanted that shot, and he got it.
And Lillard puts up a deep three. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Caldwell Pope for three. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous lapse there defensively.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Buries it from three. He's got 21.
And that is what you need in big moments. Lillard's a strong leader with competitive drive. Bingo.
Caldwell Pope for three. It's hauled in by Portis. Portis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Lillard outside. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Kuzma. Back to Lillard. Over Wagner. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And now it's just a 2-point Orlando lead.
The stakes don't shake Lillard at all. He stays cool and finds the clutch basket.
Back to Caldwell Pope. Outside Carter. There's a screen. Outside Caldwell Pope. Let's go with a three. Rebounded by Kuzma.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Lillard against Caldwell Pope to take the lead. Orlando with a rebound. This might be a turning point.
Massive possession here.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And the Bucks with some changes. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Lopez. Prince comes in for Kuzma, and it's Gary Trent Jr. in for Rollins. Batase's checked in for Orlando. Black comes in for Joseph. Trent outside from the arc. It's rebounded by Banchero. To the right side. Here's Black. It's good from beyond the arc.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
So it's Orlando picking up the win. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the
teams in this one.
Yeah, but my focus is on the other end tonight. Defense. The team that can come up with just a few timely stretches of stops, I think they win.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. The forward spots with Nesmith and Siakam. And it's Turner in at the center position. Now here's Antetokounmpo following the miss by Pascal Siakam. And Lillard kicks to Kuzma. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Lillard. Lets it go with the 3. And the 3 ball is good.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Now here's Halliburton. Shots good by Turner.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
The kick out to Antetokounmpo. No good from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Lillard outside. Pass to Prince. Now, Antetokounmpo, the 3. Siakam pulls it in. Halliburton against Lillard. Siakam sets a screen for Halliburton. Puts up a 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Kuzma passes to Lillard. Lets the 3 fly. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Halliburton feeling it out a bit. Siakam kicks to Halliburton. Back to Siakam. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Halliburton with it. Outguarded by Giannis. Oh, he misses the dunk. The Bucks trail. From deep, Prince cranes the three-pointer.
Boy, really nice job by Taurean Prince to be aggressive and assertive off the bounce and knows exactly when to go into his pull-up game. That is pretty.
Now, here is Halliburton. Pass to Turner. Nembhard with it. Back to Turner. Halliburton outside. To the inside. Lopez grabs the board. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Kick out to Giannis. Hands the shot with nobody near him.
And when Giannis is sinking that shot, he is impossible to guard.
And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Pacers obviously pushed the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go. And here's Halliburton after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. Halliburton with it. Picked up by Kuzma. Kicks it out to Siakam. Here's Nembhard. And the Pacers another 3.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 6. Takes the 3. The rebound by Turner. Pacers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Pass to Siakam. Halliburton outside. Siakam sets a screen for Halliburton. Fires it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Bucks lead by 1. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some.
Giannis showing creativity.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, that Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Shepard, the pass to Toppin. Here's Shepard. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Toppin throws it down.
Well, the vertical of Obi Toppin on display rises up with ease.
Portis for 3. Porter kicks to Giannis. Outside Porter. Outside Portis. Green inside the three-point line. The kick out to Porter. From deep. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his first foul.
I'm not sure what he thought he could get away with there. Pretty clear over the back.
Yeah, easy call for the officials. Sometimes I think you can reach over without making contact, but that was not one of those times.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, well done to finish that one.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
And still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
Porter against McConnell. Green with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Trent can't hit.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
On the Pacers' doors last season, trading for Pascal Siakam to complement this hungry team.
And Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a two-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share the basketball. But Pascal brings individual playmaking and shot making, and sometimes that's a must-have in this league.
Collins checked in for Milwaukee. Here's Portis. Scoreless thus far. Antetokounmpo passes to Green. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
And with the height to see over the defense, the eyes to spot the open man, Giannis continues to flourish as a facilitator.
Outside Mathurin. Puts it up from 17. Indiana again missing.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Trent outside. 6 on the shot clock. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
This guy is so comfortable from beyond the arc. You give Gary Trent Jr. a look from 3, and look out, folks.
McConnell finds Mathurin. Over to the wing. No one near Shepard as he lets it go. Indiana again missing.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Portis, the pass to Trent. A 3. And it's Mathurin with the rebound.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Bucks leading by 5. It's Trent on the wing. Portis sets the pick for Trent. Fires for 3. Toppin pulls it in.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Over to the left wing. The open shot, Shepard. And good. He got the English that time as it falls.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
And stolen by McConnell. And here's the fast break. 1:10 left here in the second. Back to Mathurin. Offline with his three. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. And again, the Bucks miss.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Here's Toppin. He nails it, and we're tied up. Toppin's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The shooting fundamentals are a real plus for Obi Toppin. He has consistent mechanics and a high release point.
And the wide open shot from Green. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. The Pacers shooting just their second attempt at the line tonight.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Green. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Trent. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Walker. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin. Andrew Nembhard's checked in for Benedict Mathurin. Halliburton subbed in for T.J. McConnell. And the basket by Lillard.
And that's Dame showing that competitive side. Loves a good duel, especially from range.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul.
Substitution on the court.
Here is Porter. Still scoreless. Prince wide open. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. And the Bucks lead by 2. Guys, no one team gaining control early.
Players under video review under NBA rules. The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is faster than ever. You know, why not?
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Milwaukee on top, up 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
On the court right now for the Pacers. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. And it's Nesmith in at the 3. Turner with a screen on Lillard. Halliburton, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Pascal Siakam is nominally a power forward, but his versatility at both ends of the floor allows him to play a number of roles. Siakam says that's where the NBA has been going. It's always positionless basketball, and I feel like I can do anything. And in today's game, Kevin, that means tremendous value for Siakam. Back to you.
Doesn't it? My goodness, David, he is something else. Thank you very much. Prince's shot is good.
It's hard to make your way in today's NBA without being a tremendous three-point shooter. Taurean Prince doing work from beyond the arc.
Wasted no time on that one. Halliburton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Pass to Turner. That's It's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got 4 assists in the game. Antetokounmpo dishes to Prince. Back to Giannis. On the wing. Prince fires. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Right wing. Neesmith, the pass to Turner. Turner with the screen for Halliburton. Neesmith finds Halliburton. Here's the teardrop. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Lillard. Screen by Giannis. Lillard misses. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Boy, they battled, they fought. The difference maker has been Taurean Prince. Give him the basketball and get out of his way.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention? Oh.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Bobby Portis is checked in for Antetokounmpo. Green comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Porter's checked in for Prince. And Rollins subbed in for Damian Lillard. McConnell kicks to Toppin. Halliburton for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. There's Portis. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Portis has got his first bucket in this one.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind it out game.
Count it. Toppin's got it all tied up now for the Pacers.
Listen, the painted area is where Obi Toppin can be so dangerous. The athleticism and the tools he has. Look out.
Back to Porter. Green with a screen on Halliburton. And a wide open look for Porter. Gets the three-point before. And the Bucks lead by 3.
Good to see Porter Jr. knocking down the triple. Needs to keep taking and making those shots.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Green, the screen. Porter kicks to Green. Off target from three-point range. The Pacers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Here's Halliburton for the lead, and he sinks the layup. Halliburton's got 14 points.
Yeah, just one of those nights for Tyrese Halliburton. He's kept his foot on the accelerator, and he's putting it to the defense.
Lopez finds Portis. That's short off the rim. Tyrese Halliburton has been on display for the Indiana Pacers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. We've got Bobby Portis. Gary Trent is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Porter. And it's Rollins in at the 1. McConnell scanning the floor. Over in the corner, Mathurin. McConnell against Rollins. On the clock. A shot by McConnell, no good. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Bucks. And stolen by McConnell. Pass to Mathurin. Kuzma against McConnell. Shoots over Kuzma. Indiana again missing. The Bucks trail. Trent outside. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Indiana.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
McConnell passes to Turner. Back to McConnell. From the top of the key. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And that's enormous, guys. With time winding down, goes for the steal and then off to the races.
And McConnell gets it to go.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to be better defensively.
They swipe it.
Milwaukee foul.
And the Bucks making a change here. Connaughton's checked in. And Indiana with a change here, too. Aaron Nesmith has checked in for T.J. McConnell. Here's Nembhard, covered by Rollins. Pulls up on the elbow. Nembhard's shot is good. And the Pacers lead by 2.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Here's Connaughton. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
And finished off by Siakam.
Pascal Siakam. Improvement, yes. Big-time player, no doubt.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Halliburton's checked in for Indiana. Trent outside. Pass to Rollins. Shot clock at 5. Outside Portis. Over Halliburton. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Halliburton kicks to Turner. And it's off from three-point range. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Portis, the pass to Connaughton. Trent outside. Portis sets the pick for Trent. Beyond the arc. Turner with the steal. Halliburton outside. Kicks it out to Siakam. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Buries it from outside.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Portis sets the pick for Trent. Outside, Portis. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
That's unselfishness from Trent Jr. We know he wants to score, but when your teammate's that wide open, just simply put the ball where it needs to be.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Pat Connaughton, and it's Damian Lillard in for Rollins. And the Pacers also making a change. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. Here's Halliburton. Nice D from Lillard. Giannis outside. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
And no good is the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he ends up making the second, and that gives them the lead.
Out in front now, although he left 1 point on the board right there.
Halliburton outside. Oh, off target.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
He drops the first one, and that ties the game up. And so both free throws good that time. That puts him ahead.
You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
And stolen by Siakam. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. This win
they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
And now the Indiana Pacers starters. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. And it's Nesmith in at the 3. Now here's Halliburton. Pass to Turner. Launches it. And the three-pointer goes.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Indiana on D. Goes up on the wing. Caldwell Pope's shot is off.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Nembhard outside. And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. And here's Halliburton. 5 on the clock. With the floater. Outside Nesmith. Pass to Halliburton. Back to Nesmith.
Well, that's why it's so important to seal off those passing lanes inside. Make them earn points in the paint.
Wagner finds Carter. On the wing, Suggs. Now Wagner. There's a screen. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Releases. Connects. The jumper drops. Caldwell Pope's got 5. And Halliburton has got the ball here for Indiana. Seems like every team in the league could use a player like Kentavious Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, Brian, look, the term 3 and D at times seems like a backhanded compliment, but not with KCP. He does both the 3 and the D at elite level.
Always takes the toughest backcourt assignment and more than holds down his own. The Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Suggs against Halliburton. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Outside Carter. Rejected by Siakam.
And the coaching staff, they love this. I mean, Siakam, he's engaged, aggressive, just getting after it on the defensive end.
Oh, man, Carroll throws it down.
I mean, did you see the strength and force? I mean, that's what puts Banchero ahead.
Siakam with a screen on Suggs. Halliburton, the pass to Turner. Halliburton finds Turner. The shot that time not on target. Oh, nice D from Carter. Suggs, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Back to Suggs. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And I like the shot selection. Suggs recognizes when to look to score inside.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I briefly spoke with Jamal Mosley. He said one person we cannot overlook is Tyrese Halliburton. He said the guy has major impact on the game, even when he's not scoring, which he usually is. He sets the tempo for the team. He can defend, rebound, pass the ball. Kid's got it all. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie. Pass to Turner. There's the triple. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
On the ball, Halliburton has great concentration. His focus is what helps him find the wide open man.
Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
For 3, Caldwell Pope drills it from deep. Caldwell Pope's got 8 points.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Pass to Siakam. Going inside. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
A Pretty play by Siakam. Absorbs the foul and still gets his shot to go.
So Orlando ends up going with a new group, and a new group getting ready for Indiana. Toppin, he's checked in for Turner. Mathurin comes in for Nesmith. Shepard, he's checked in for Nembhard. And T.J. McConnell subbed in for Tyrese Halliburton. De Silva offline with a three. The Pacers have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. And Siakam, here we go, comes up empty down low. The Magic have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. McConnell outside. Wide open look. Doesn't go for him. And that's a foul called on T.J. McConnell. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Pacers substitution.
5 ticks left to play in the first. From downtown, the shot won't fall. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Orlando ahead. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And for Orlando, what jumps out to you guys, stat-wise?
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Well, their defense was incredible, wreaking havoc and coming up with steals left and right. Just a tremendous effort.
And the Pacers looking at who they've got. Walker out there with Obi Toppin. Then there's T.J. McConnell, and it's Shepard, and it's Mathurin in at the 3.
And this is why so many love Isaac. Almost 7 feet tall, able to space the floor, too, with his three-point shot.
And that one drops for him.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
Kicks it out to Isaac. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Mathurin. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. McConnell. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. McConnell's got 6 points.
And I'll tell you, Mathurin's passing game has a solid foundation. Now, hopefully, it continues to grow here.
Here's Wagner. Pass to Black. From deep. And he can't get that one. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. McConnell passes to Toppin.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. Magic trail by 4. Here's Isaac. Pass to Wagner. Harris outside. Wagner with a screen. Here's Black. Fires for 3. Hits the trifecta.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Toppin right side. Back to McConnell. And we all know about Stan the analyst and Stan the coach, but when you played in college, what was your game like, Stan?
Hey, Brian, I had the game that would get you beat as a coach. I will say my greatest strength was this. I was never once accused of overpassing.
The black hole. That is Stan Van Gundy. Halliburton, no good. And Carroll passes to Joseph. And Carroll with a screen on Turner. They get it again. Knocks it loose. Oh, stolen by Turner. Halliburton outside. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Shot clock at 5. It's rebounded by Wagner. Orlando has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Pass to Black for 3. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
And you can run offense through Banchero time and time again. I mean, he is a special talent.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
This Magic team is making moves in the East. Star forward Paolo Banchero said, "We're a lot more competitive. We know we're talented. We can play with anybody, and we've proven it. Just one game at a time." Brian?
Got to take that simple approach. A team on the rise, Allie. Thank you. The Pacers have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. How about Paolo Banchero, coach? What a special talent. The first overall pick back in 2022, and then the Rookie of the Year.
Well, Brian, he's not just a scorer. He's a 6'10" playmaker, and getting that out of someone who plays on the front line and can also play as a small ball 5, Banchero's versatility makes him very valuable.
Count it. Make that 3 of 7 so far for him.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Anthony, the pass to Wagner. The 3. Indiana with a rebound. Now here's Halliburton. 7 points in the game. Kicks it out to Siakam. Here's the 3. No good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Anthony with it. Picked up by Matherin. Batase with a screen. Oh, stolen by Turner. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Halliburton. Up top, Siakam. For 3, Matherin. It's rebounded by Banchero. Orlando trailing here.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Pass to Matherin. Back to Halliburton. Over Anthony. Whoa! He just got it off in time!
That was close. Now, he doesn't panic in these situations.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Indiana ahead. They lead by a bucket. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Boy, you gotta like what Tyrese Halliburton has done in this game.
Hey, we didn't expect this. Not normally a big-time assist maker. He's done a great job moving the ball around.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised, but he's been focused on passing the ball. You gotta give him credit.
The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Wagner in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Jamal Mosley starts the second half with. Here's Wagner. Tries again. Banchero against Siakam. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
Yeah, that play shows Banchero's strength and his determination.
I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Halliburton, no good.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Banchero passes to Suggs. Banchero the screen. Suggs with it. Siakam covering. Carter from outside. The rebound by Nesmith. Indiana leading. Now Halliburton. He's got 9. Halliburton on the wing. Back to Nesmith. Pass to Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Siakam for 3. It's deflected.
Yeah, this is something we might see Banchero work on. Improving his ability to knock away shots.
And the Magic making a change here. Black's checked in, and a new group getting ready for Indiana. Walker, he's checked in for Turner. Toppin comes in for Siakam. Shepard, he's checked in for Nesmith. And T.J. McConnell subbed in for Halliburton. Suggs against McConnell. And Kentavious Caldwell-Pope picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. Isaac, he's checked in for Paolo Banchero. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Toppin, a screen on Suggs. And he's going for the oop here. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Here's Suggs. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Sinks it from distance. Caldwell Pope's got 11 points.
And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
Up top, Nembhard. Caldwell Pope with it. He's picked up by Nembhard. Suggs outside. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Cuts off the pass. Oh, and a fast break for the Pacers. Toppin shot is off.
And gearing up for the alley-oop, just couldn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync there.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Black. He has 6. Behind the back and lays it in. Give him 8 points now. Extremely competitive game thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes in total. I expect there to be more to come.
Nembhard outside. The 3 is up. Pure from 3-point range. Nembhard's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
What a big finish out on the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
Pass to Toppin, puts up a 3. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell. Toppin's got 5 points now in the quarter.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Here's De Silva. In transition, here come the Pacers. It's hauled in by Black. Magic trail by 3. And Batase gets it to go.
And since the break, both teams are increasing their intensity and really getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in this second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
Here's Black. Walker covering. Harris is checked in for Orlando. Anthony comes in for Isaac. Orlando with the ball. Harris, a screen on Matherin. Pass to De Silva. Takes a 3. On target from range. Man, what a wild one this has been.
8 lead changes, some big plays, and some big mistakes, too.
McConnell against Anthony. McConnell, good. McConnell's got 8. And here's Anthony. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Out to Harris. On the wing, Anthony. He's marked by McConnell. Out to the right wing. Here's Batase. 6 to shoot. They set the pick for 3. Anthony. That shot off the mark. It's all tied in Orlando. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the fight. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And Orlando shooting around 50% of the game so far. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. Matherin at the 2 with Nesmith at the 3. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Halliburton in at the 1. Pass to Turner. Back to Halliburton. Lets it fly. It's rebounded by Wagner. Orlando with the ball. The shot. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 4 rebounds in the game. Halliburton on the drive. Left side Matherin. Back to Halliburton. There's Nesmith with the 3. Orlando grabs the miss. And Carroll with it. Siakam covering. Caldwell Pope for 3. Another miss by Orlando. Indiana's gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. They grab their own miss. Pass to Turner. Halliburton outside. Clock at 6. Off the mark there with a 3.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Oh, Ben Carroll throws it down.
must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
Siakam gets the bucket.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
The Magic have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Here's Banchero, kicks it out to Wagner. Driving in. Anthony outside. Gets the 3 ball to go. And the Magic lead by 3.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Halliburton, the pass to Turner. Back to Halliburton. Look at Halliburton converting through contact.
And this is how competitive Halliburton is. Doesn't allow some contact to distract him from scoring.
Here's Banchero. The shot's good. Banchero's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Siakam outside. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
This is why this team turns to Siakam in big moments. They trust him to come through.
Carter on the wing. Picked by Carter. Oh, he tries a 3. The rebound by Nesmith. The Pacers have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Turner passes to Halliburton. Turner, a screen on Anthony. Halliburton for 3. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Carter's got 4 rebounds in the game. And Anthony slams it in.
Woohoo! Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Black's checked in for Orlando. Toppin, he's checked in for Indiana. McConnell comes in for Nesmith. Here's Halliburton. Pass to Turner. Back to Halliburton. McConnell outside. Now here's Turner. 6 on the shot clock. Lets a floater go. It's hauled in by the Magic. Outside, Caldwell Pope. And here's Banchero. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. Caldwell Pope, a screen on Halliburton. Outside Carter. Knocks it down from distance. And it's a 6-point Magic lead.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
And what a huge moment from Halliburton. His guys give it to him for these exact reasons.
Black passes to Wagner. Out left to the wing. Here's Black, defended by Halliburton. Caldwell Pope, a screen on Matherin. And Wagner gets it to go.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Here's Black. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And this one feels just about over.
Yeah, they'll play it out, but I think it just wasn't meant to be tonight.
Three-pointer, Halliburton. And he buries it. And now they trail by just 4. Here's Black. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. From outside the arc, he connects. So it's Orlando picking up the win. Boy, they didn't make it easy on there.
a slower pace of the game.
I certainly think so, partner. I mean, both teams are extremely disciplined. They're not really interested in going up and down in a windshield wiper fashion. They value taking care of the ball and playing in the half court.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Taurean Prince is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward. Now here's Prince. Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Suggs with the ball. Guarded now by Prince. Tipped away and stolen by Lillard. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. Really left alone that time.
The timing, the rhythm. Kuzma really does a nice job catching the defense off guard with those catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Suggs. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The wheel come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Outside for Caldwell Pope. And again, it's Orlando with the 3. Throughout his career, Clark, Kentavious Caldwell Pope has proven himself to be a quality player.
He certainly has, and I love the way he plays. He's locked in all the time at both ends. Really not only understands his role, Kevin, but embraces it. He's out there to space the floor with his shooting and then provide a lot of energy and versatility on defense.
And here's Caldwell Pope after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. Suggs kicks to Wagner. Shot clock at 6. Banchero outside. Wagner with it. Out guarded by Giannis. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Wagner always a threat from downtown. And I love the efficiency and solid mechanics of his shooting stroke.
Kuzma finds Lillard. There's the 3. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Outside for Caldwell Pope. A 3-pointer, no good. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Bucks. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
I briefly spoke with Jamal Mosley, and we talked about the problems that Giannis poses. He said, look, there's no easy way to defend Giannis. We have to be physical with him, keep him out of the paint as much as possible. But he acknowledged that even having multiple bodies on Giannis sometimes just isn't enough. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Goga Bitadze is checked in for Orlando.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
Here's Suggs. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Banchero. Wide open shot is on the money.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season, that's really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
Now, here's Trent. Down low, Antetokounmpo passes to Trent. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Here's Kuzma. And again, the Bucks miss. Magic have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Caldwell Pope for 3. It's hauled in by Giannis. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Portis kicks to Trent. Almost, but it rolls out. Orlando leading. And Gary Trent gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Orlando making some changes. Isaac's checked in for Banchero. Harris comes in for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. And it's Anthony Black in for Jalen Suggs. The Bucks also changing it up. Green comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Porter subbed in for Lillard.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Trent with the wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Porter with the steal. Launches a three. And it's Wagner with the rebound. The Magic have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Black the pass to Bitadze. His three-pointers off the mark. It's Porter outside. Can't hit that one. It's all tied in Orlando. After this break, we'll be back with the start of... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Magic?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
Black and Harris are the guard set. Isaac out there with Mo Wagner. And it's De Silva in at the three. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Porter. Hasn't made one yet. And stolen by Wagner. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The Magic shooting their first free throw of the game. And the free throw, no good. Clark, how much weight do players put on individual awards or something like an all-star nod?
You know, I think players always have a level of respect for each other, but awards help validate your level of respect. How you win, how you perform, consistency, and awards are typically well-earned and well-deserved. As a matter of fact, in most cases, they are well-earned and deserved. And players acknowledge that and respect that.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. It's important to remember Damian Lillard was a 2-star prospect coming out of high school in Oakland. He says that the doubt I faced, what I found is I have true belief in myself. I poured a lot in and just continued to work. That's why when I struggle, I never waver because I know that I'm true to it. Eventually, I'm going to have my time. Kevin?
I think they call that Dame time. Hey, David, thank you. Now, here's Lillard. 6 points for him. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Here's De Silva. Caldwell Pope outside. Out to the right wing. Here's Black. Green with the rebound. Bucks trail by 3. Lillard from deep three-point land. And it's Lillard again missing. Caldwell Pope outside. From past the arc. Knocks down the 3-ball. Caldwell Pope's got 9.
The defenses beware. You have to close out hard on KCP and disrupt his rhythm.
Green with a screen for Lillard to end the run. Again, the miss by Lillard.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
They get it back. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. To the left wing. Three-pointer, Lillard bangs home the trifecta. He's got 9.
And that is just too easy for Lillard. A legitimate threat to burn you from the corner.
Pass to De Silva. Isaac a screen on Green. Sinks the triple. De Silva's got the lead back up to 6 now for Orlando.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Portis for 3. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
This speaks to how assertive Portis is, and he's skilled at knocking it down off the catch, too.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And Lillard kicks to Portis. This one for 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. Isaac's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. From downtown, That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Bucks trail by 6. Lillard from outside. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got rebound number 5 here tonight. No one near Isaac as he lets it go. Magic moving the ball around. Caldwell Pope for 3. It's good from long range. Caldwell Pope's got the lead up to 9 now for the Magic.
Yeah, and once he gets the switch turned on, Caldwell Pope is not going to be slowed down. He can heat up quickly. You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Giannis. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Giannis has added the mid-range game to his arsenal, and he's very effective from there.
Banchero was screened for Caldwell Pope. And that one's on target from the wing. Caldwell Pope's got 17 now. Bucks trail by 9. They kick it out to Green. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist.
It's not all about him out there. Giannis, a real example of a team-first guy.
Here's Anthony.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. Buck substitution. Gary Trent Jr.
Prince against Caldwell Pope. Banchero kicks to Caldwell Pope. 5 to shoot. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. From deep, Prince. And so it's Orlando headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And I thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Kentavious Caldwell Pope really making a difference here.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Prince, and it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. Magic leading by 7. And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer, but Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader, but he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
Now one near Suggs as he lets it go. Traps in the tray. Suggs has got the first points to start out the 3rd quarter for the Magic. Lillard, the pass to Prince. Fires from deep. Nailed from 3-point land. Prince has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Suggs with the ball. Picked up by Kuzma. Banchero, that's good.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
Lillard from deep 3-point land. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Suggs finds Caldwell Pope. Back to Suggs. Here's Banchero. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Suggs screen on Kuzma. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Took him no time at all on that one. Giannis has got 7 points in the game.
You can't give Giannis a good look from 3. He's really improved that part of his game.
Banchero was screened for Caldwell Pope. And the 3 off target. Bucks trail by 7. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. The Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. Bobby Portis says things take time. You've got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to. Just making it clockwork. Them continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else on the court. Kevin?
Well, David, with those 2 guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a why. Hey, thanks for the report.
You got to give respect to Caldwell Pope's mid-range jump shot. He's got the green light to take this shot, and that green light is always on.
Launches the three, cans it from downtown. And it's a 9-point Orlando lead.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. And it's Carter picking him up. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And here we go. Pass to Suggs. The tray. Rebounded by the Bucks. Tries to save it. And the turnover again by Milwaukee. So for the Magic, Goga Bitadze's checked in for Carter. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Caldwell Pope. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Porter's checked in. Porter with the steal. And now here's Prince, the fast break opportunity. And that one goes out of bounds. As touched by Prince.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Anthony Black's checked in for the Magic. Anthony comes in for Jalen Suggs. Green, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Trent comes in for Prince. Joseph has an open look. They get it back. Goes back up. The shake. A nice shot by Black. Black's got the lead up to 11 now for the Magic.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Shot's good by Anthony.
When it comes to solid three-point shooting, Anthony makes them when they count the most.
And here's Trent outside. That shot is off.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful. This is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Bucks trail by 17. Stolen by Joseph. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
The Magic have shot just one free throw, missing that one earlier.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Bobby Portis comes in for Kyle Kuzma, and Rollins subbed in for Green. And that one's good by Porter.
You know, for guys like Porter Jr., who really can score the ball, transition hoops are part of the package. That's easy money for guys like him.
With one on the clock. And so it's Orlando out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. The guard pair for them, Anthony and Suggs. And it's Black in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Banchero dishes to Black. Back to Banchero. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks trail by 14. Giannis kicks to Trent. From the arc. That one, no good. Orlando's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And the Magic making a change here. Wagner's checked in. The Bucks also changing it up. Brook Lopez is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Trent. Here's Banchero. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Banchero answering. I'm here, he says, firing right back from deep.
Prince against Anthony. Prince, the pass to Lopez. Three-pointer. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Banchero's got his 5th rebound in this one. Wagner wide open. Drills it from outside.
Attacking right away. Once Wagner has the ball, he doesn't even think about it. Take it and go.
And a wide open look for Portis. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
And there's the call on Kevin Porter. That's foul number 2 for him. And Orlando making a change here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Trent's checked in. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Hey, the form, the release, everything in sync and lined up. Fun watching Caldwell Pope shoot the ball like this.
And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Magic for the 3. Here's the 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Portis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Jacks up a 3. That's good from Caldwell Pope on the assist from Suggs. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points now this quarter. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Magic.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace. And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Takes a 3. 6 on the shot clock. Good on the triple. Caldwell Pope's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Lopez finds Trent. Will it go? And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. Rebounded by the Bucks. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Magic.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Porter with a block.
Sending it back with postage. This is why every team is looking to add length to its lineup.
Caldwell Pope for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Caldwell Pope's got 35.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Caldwell Pope outside. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Trent. There's the triple. Prince misses. Caldwell Pope outside. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control.
Kuzma in at the 3. And for Indiana, Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. And it's Nesmith in at the small forward. Well, Brent, tonight we got a great front court matchup.
Yeah, this is a game, BA, I think that has been circled on the calendar. These guys are competitive, but there are positional rivalries that do exist. And the only way you can measure up is standing across from your opponent. We've got that here tonight. Who's going to get the best of who?
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Hits a three-pointer.
Aggressive and incredibly quick end-to-end. Lillard is always a threat on the fast break.
Halliburton, the pass to Siakam. Pass to Nembhard. Kicks it out to Siakam. Launches a 3. Knocks down the long J.
Yeah, how about Siakam right there? Coming right back and sinking the 3.
Halliburton against Lillard. Kuzma with a screen on Halliburton. The kick out to Kuzma. Lets the 3 fly. Indiana with a rebound. Halliburton outside. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Defense doing their best to put Halliburton off balance, but he stays flexible, kind of warps around the defense and adjusts to the contact.
Now here's Kuzma. Kuzma with a screen on Halliburton. Back to Kuzma. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Lillard against Halliburton. Pulls it. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Kuzma with a screen on Halliburton. Lillard passes to Kuzma. No good on the 3. The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
Now here's Kuzma. Pass to Lopez. Kuzma with a screen on Halliburton. Kuzma outside. In transition, here come the Pacers. He pulls it. A nice shot by Halliburton. Halliburton's got his second basket.
I love seeing Halliburton shoot while he's in that kind of rhythm. This is when he's at his absolute best.
There's the screen by Kuzma. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Turner. And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Pacers. Left side, Nesmith. Rebounded by Lopez. The Bucks trail. Kuzma with the ball. Picked up by Nesmith. Lopez, the screen. For 3, here's Lillard. Counted from distance. Lillard's got 6 points.
And not just a volume shooter. Lillard, very accurate.
Turner, a screen on Lillard. Pass to Turner. Back to Halliburton. Up top, Turner. Lets it fly. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your track shoes ready, especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul, and Indiana with some changes. Toppin, he's checked in for Turner, and Benedict Mathurin subbed in for Nesmith. Oh, he touched it while it was over the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. And some changes here for the Pacers. Walker comes in for Pascal Siakam, and T.J. McConnell subbed in for Tyrese Halliburton. The Bucks also with a sub. Green's checked in for Damian Lillard. Porter a screen. Portis outside. Pass to Green. There's the 3. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter.
And wanting to elevate his playmaking skills, Porter Jr. continues to impress with his passing ability.
Mathurin, a screen on Porter. Here's McConnell. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Milwaukee leading by 3. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Trent's shot is off.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
McConnell outside. Outside Mathurin. He drops it from range. And it's all knotted up.
He's got that guard quickness. Mathurin showing off his catch-and-shoot ability.
Trent outside. Got it up. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. It's a tie game in Indiana. And the second quarter is on its way when... And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Benedict Mathurin is out there with Obi Toppin. Then there's Walker, then it's Shepard, and it's McConnell in at the 1. That's the 5 for the Pacers. And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end, and there's no question they have the tools to do it.
Now here's Trent. No points so far, just 2 to shoot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Halliburton's checked in for Indiana.
Substitution on the court.
To the inside. Here's Walker. Back to Halliburton. On the wing, Mathurin. 4-3. It's hauled in by Rollins. Milwaukee in the lead. Trent for 3. He buries it from 3. Trent's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. That's tipped. Oh, stolen by Lillard. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. They get it back. Trent, the pass to Rollins. Lillard outside. 5 to shoot. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Trent from long range. Indiana with a rebound.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Three-pointer, Halliburton. Oh, yes, sir. Halliburton from deep.
Boy, Halliburton consistent with that shot.
Portis the screen. Rollins passes to Trent. Jacks up at 3. Got it. 2 for 5 now.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance. And for a big guy, Obi is quick off the floor.
Trent from long range. Another miss for him. He's 2 for 6.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
The Bucks leading by 3. Pass to Lopez. Trent against Mathurin. Trent, the pass to Lillard. Back to Trent. Lillard, a screen on Mathurin. Over to the left wing. Off target from outside. And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. You know, Damian Lillard, a lot of his points come from the line break.
Well, he does a great job of getting himself there. I think defenders are so in tune with Lillard's ability to drill you from the three-point line. He gets around the initial guy and then into the teeth of the defense where he's very strong at attacking the rim.
Now the Pacers on the move. He launches a 3. It's hauled in by Portis. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Lopez passes to Rollins. For 3, here's Lillard. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Indiana's gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage.
Bucks foul.
Some changes for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Walker. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin. And it's Nesmith in for Shepard. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Jackson is checked in. Now here's Halliburton. He's got 7. Tyrese playing big in the painted area.
Standing 6'5", Halliburton, one of those longer, lanky guards that can get out there and use his size to disrupt.
Indiana leading. Turner, a screen on Portis. Here's Halliburton. Halliburton drops it in.
That's how you shoot a floater. Halliburton showcasing the soft touch.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Indiana leading by 4. Pass to Siakam. Back to Halliburton. 26 seconds left to play in the second quarter. 4 on the clock. Here's Halliburton knifing in, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And now it's a 6-point Indiana lead. Trent on the wing. Nesmith covering to win the drought. For 3, here's Lillard. He's off on that one. Tyrese Halliburton getting it done for the Pacers. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the Fan half-court shot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
So on the floor for Milwaukee, inside we have Giannis and Lopez. Torian Prince is out there with Damian Lillard, and it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. Looking at lineups around the league, Graham, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Halliburton with the ball, and it's Kuzma picking him up. Back to Halliburton. Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. Nesmith on the wing, over Prince. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Lopez. Kuzma for 3. Indiana with a rebound. Turner's got 4 rebounds now. And here's Siakam for 3. Rebounded by Lopez.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Fires from deep. And Kuzma the bucket on the assist from Antetokounmpo. Kuzma's got 6 points.
Getting exactly what he wants. Kuzma just needing to create some elbow room for himself.
Nesmith on the wing. Halliburton against Lillard. Back to Nesmith. Halliburton left side. High arcing shot. The rebound by the Bucks. And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul. Toppin, he's checked in for Indiana. McConnell comes in for Tyrese Halliburton. Green's checked in for the Bucks. Porter Jr. comes in for Lillard. Kuzma outside. And the call over the back.
The way he was going over and through the man in front of him, he should have known the whistle was coming.
Yeah, energy is good, but not smart there trying to go through somebody on that play.
Shepard, he's checked in for Indiana. Rollins, he's checked in for the Bucks.
Some defenses are designed to yield the mid-range shot. For him, that's a good look.
Porter, the pass to Kuzma. Hammers it home from three-point land.
3 points.
Kuzma's got 6 points in the quarter.
And Kuzma has proven he can be an effective scorer whether he's operating on or off the ball.
McConnell with it. Green picks him up. And here's Shepard for three. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo has got 6 rebounds in the game. And stolen by McConnell. Pass to Shepard. Up top, McConnell. The 3-ball. Nails it from beyond the arc. He has 7.
Pretty much no one is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
Well, Brent, although he hasn't won an MVP since 2020, Giannis has been a finalist every season.
Well, BA, I just wonder if the voter fatigue is something that Giannis is tired of. Forget the voters. Maybe he just wants to focus on getting back to that level. Obviously, in the past couple seasons, you could say that he might have deserved one more, but this is one of the best two-way players in the league, and he's not going anywhere.
Porter's shot is off. Pacers leading by 6. Toppin outside. Back to McConnell. And he lobs it up top. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by McConnell.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
And Indiana with some changes. Walker, he's checked in for Pascal Siakam, and Benedict Mathurin subbed in for Shepard. The Bucks also with a sub. Connaughton, he's checked in for Kuzma. Now here's McConnell. 7 points in the game. It's his first trip to the line.
Porter Jr. First personal foul.
And he makes the first.
First team foul. At the line for the Pacers.
And so McConnell nails them both. And here's Milwaukee now, trailing by 8. On the wing, Nembhard. Outside Mathurin. Pass to McConnell. And here's Walker. And the jam by Walker.
As a roller, Walker has soft hands for the catch, and he is aggressive.
And here's Connaughton for 3. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Porter's got 3 assists in the game.
And not where he earns his money, that three-point shot, but he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
Now here's McConnell. He's got 9. Just 5 on the clock. Toppin, a screen on Green. McConnell passes to Toppin. Well, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Some changes for Indiana. Turner comes in for Toppin, and it's Nesmith in for Nembhard.
Aaron Nesmith.
Bucks trail by 7. Here's Rollins. No made baskets yet. Stolen. Green against McConnell. Three-pointer Mathurin. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Buzzer-beating backbreaker. That pushes the lead to double digits going into the final period.
And so it's Indiana ending the quarter up 10. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. More 2K action in just a moment. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Nesmith and Siakam are the forwards. TJ McConnell is out there with Benedict Mathurin. And it's Turner in at the center position. That's the 5 for the Pacers. Lillard. The rebound by Turner.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
To the middle. Outside Mathurin. McConnell against Lillard.
Good defensive effort from Lillard there. He has the athleticism to play lockdown D.
Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Turner for 3. No luck on that one. The Bucks trail by 12. This one for 3. And the basket by Trent.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Here's Siakam. Yes, and it's McConnell with the assist that time.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another. And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Portis with a screen on McConnell. The putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And then Turner with the dunk.
With good range of motion, Turner flashes the ability to be an effective alley-oop option.
The offensive rebound. Pass to Portis. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Nembhard, he's checked in for Indiana. Tyrese Halliburton comes in for McConnell. The Bucks also with a sub. Lopez is checked in. Portis with it. Picked up by Matherin. Three-pointer. And another miss by Milwaukee.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Siakam with a screen on Prince. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Well, this is why so many people are high on Halliburton. Sensational scorer who can dominate the game at times.
And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
I mean, they've played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
Well, we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now trying to put this one away. He's been accurate tonight. I think the best way for them to succeed is to get him more shots. Sounds simple, but it comes down to execution.
Matherin with a steal, and they're on the run.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
The three. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Halliburton's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Kuzma. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
Credit Kuzma for getting aggressive and finding this offensive rhythm in this contest. You can tell the team feeding off him now.
Bucks trail by 15. Lopez for 3. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Right side Matherin takes a 3. It's hauled in by Portis. Portis has got his 4th rebound in this one.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Pacers.
This team did a lot of things well tonight. Number 1 was passing the ball.
And it was a team that was in rhythm. And they just trusted each other to take the right shots.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Tyrese Halliburton.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Drops in the 3.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
They need this. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. Matherin, a screen on Lillard. Here's Halliburton. Another one falls for Indiana.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Lillard passes to Prince. Gets the 3 to fall.
Well, Damian Lillard, he's got that score-first mindset, but very encouraging to see how he's trying to set up his teammates as a playmaker right here.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Connects from downtown. And the Pacers lead by 21.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And so it's the Pacers taking care of business. Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
up and fill that role.
A look at the Magic starting group. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Wagner in at the 3 slot. And for the Pacers, the forward spots with Nesmith and Siakam. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. And it's Turner in at the 5, roaming the paint. And when you think back to that Sabonis-Halliburton trade, Doris, it really worked out for both teams.
It's rare, Kevin, that you can talk about a, quote, win-win for both sides. Most trades are a little bit harder to evaluate because they involve more moving pieces. This was a straight-up one-to-one swap of young stars and positional fits for each side.
Pass to Nembhard. From outside, off the mark. A 3 ball. And there's Caldwell Pope. That's good on the assist from Suggs.
3 points.
Caldwell Pope's got the first points up on the board here for the Magic. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Rick Carlisle gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. And we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. See if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Suggs passes to Caldwell Pope. Lets it go with a 3. Puts up a deep 3. Pacers with the rebound. Pass to Siakam. That's good. It's Halliburton with the assist.
This is a guy with size and range. You cannot let Pascal Siakam get those kinds of looks from deep.
Hits it from 3-point range. Caldwell Pope's got 6.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now, here's Halliburton. Pass to Siakam. Like at 6. And that one is good.
Well, you love to see guys willing to exploit the mid-range. If that's what the defender concedes, go ahead and take it.
Here's Banchero. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
Siakam passes to Halliburton. Here's the floater. The shot misses. The Magic have gone 2 of 6 from the field. And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. That's his first foul. Indiana making some changes. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Nesmith. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Goga Bitadze's checked in for the Magic. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. They trail by 1.
Quick job of getting up the floor, creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. 6 points for him. A 3-pointer is right on target.
And the 3-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. Fires the 3. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. The Magic have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Siakam sets a screen for McConnell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Siakam kicks to McConnell. Shoots over Wagner. Got a piece of it.
What a big-time block from Franz Wagner. Wow, how about the grit on the defensive end?
Toppin, he's checked in for Turner. And a change for the Magic. Black's checked in. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first. Harris outside. Isaac a screen. Harris passes to Isaac. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Good on the three-point shot.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's McConnell. There's the drive. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, a rock solid 79%.
Pass to Bitadze. No good that time. Pacers trail by 3. Here's McConnell. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. McConnell's got his second bucket. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Toppin with the steal. And a fast break now for the Pacers. And Toppin throws it down.
The chemistry Toppin has with his teammates. Just get up over the rim and finish it with authority, Obi.
Lets it go from deep. De Silva with the bucket.
3 points.
6 seconds left in the first quarter. And so it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope making highlights for the Orlando Magic. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Magic.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And boy, have they started out quick, running the floor, taking advantage of their speed.
And so in the game for the Magic, Anthony is out there with Corey Joseph. Then there's Wagner. Then there's Black. And it's De Silva in at the power forward. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Olney. David?
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992. Shaq went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player. Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Johnson comes in for Nesmith. Halliburton subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Kicks it out to Wagner. Joseph sets a screen for Wagner. Offensive rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
He was all alone on that one. Halliburton's got the lead up to 4 now for Indiana.
What you love about Tyrese Halliburton is his feel for the game, knowing when to shoot.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And that's a foul. It's called on Cole Anthony. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
It seems every season, Doris, we have players speak out on being unhappy with their role.
Well, consider, Kevin, that if you're one player on a roster in the NBA, how coveted each of those spots are, but also how competitive they are. You don't get there without that nature, which means you want to play.
Halliburton, no good. And Anthony's got the ball here for Orlando. Wagner with it. Mathurin picks him up. No good on the 3. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Halliburton. Johnson in the corner. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Orlando's gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Banchero kicks to Suggs. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton.
First personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game. Indiana making some changes. Turner's checked in for Toppin. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for Johnson. Orlando also making some changes. Carter comes in for Mo Wagner. And it's Caldwell-Pope in for Cole Anthony. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Out to Turner. Outside Mathurin. 3-pointer. Banchero grabs the board.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Nemar with it. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Halliburton feeling it out a bit. Right side, Mathurin. Just 5 on the clock. Indiana moving the ball around. They could use a bucket. Here's Turner, and Turner with the slam.
Well, how about that length and explosiveness? Miles Turner in style.
Suggs dishes to Banchero. Back to Suggs. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
Siakam a screen on Caldwell Pope. Here's Halliburton. That doesn't go either for Halliburton. Orlando's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Banchero, that's good.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, certainly with one of the more unique shots in the NBA. Halliburton gets it done.
You know, Kevin, credit to Halliburton and the organizations he's played for, because a lot of them would have changed or tried to rebuild their shot. Halliburton and his organizations knew the shot worked, and he stuck with it. And now he's one of the best shooters at his position.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That'll be his second foul of the game. Shepard's checked in for Indiana. Gary Harris is checked in for Orlando. Here's Bitadze. Still yet to score. Orlando shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Good on the second free throw. The Pacers have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Here's McConnell. 6 points for him. The shot from 20 feet away. The shot, no good. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Contavious Caldwell Pope really making a difference here.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Halliburton in the backcourt. Nemar to his side. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Nesmith in at the small forward. That's the Pacers' 5. Now, here's Wagner. He has yet to score. And here's Halliburton. And a miss there on the triple. Suggs against Halliburton. Suggs passes to Caldwell Pope. Wagner, right side. Pass to Suggs. Just 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to Banchero. Over Siakam. And it's Banchero missing.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
And yes, it's good. Halliburton's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, just one of those nights for Tyrese Halliburton. He's kept his foot on the accelerator, and he's putting it to the defense.
A shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Pacers leading by 3. Neesmith finds Siakam. Suggs against Halliburton. Drills the three-pointer. He's got 15.
Yeah, this is his game, right? Halliburton wants you to forget how deadly he is from three-point territory. Look out.
Wagner with a screen for Caldwell Pope. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The Pacers making a switch here. Toppin's checked in. Orlando also making some changes. Wagner comes in for Wendell Carter. And Anthony subbed in for Jalen Suggs. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points.
Well, the vertical of Obi Toppin on display rises up with ease.
Kicks it out to Wagner. Anthony sets the pick for Wagner. Misses the 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
He lobs it up, and Toppin throws it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And Aaron Neesmith gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Jarris Walker, he's checked in for Siakam. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Aaron Neesmith. Shepard's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Orlando also making some changes. Isaac's checked in for Banchero. Black comes in for Franz Wagner. And it's Joseph in for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. The Magic trail by 5. Black kicks to Wagner. Isaac outside. Hits the three-point bomb.
Right now playing with a terrific rhythm. Jonathan Isaac, assertive guy who can burn you with the catch and shoot.
McConnell against Anthony. Pass to Shepard. Mathurin for 3. Connects from three-point range. Mathurin's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, there's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Wagner passes to Black. Isaac a screen on Mathurin. Now Wagner, and so the ball's out of bounds. Wagner touched it left. So for the Magic, Goga Bitadze's checked in for Wagner, and it's Gary Harris in for Anthony. And Joseph gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
1:06 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Here's McConnell. It's hauled in by the Magic.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Isaac goes up again. Back to Joseph. Harris setting the pick for Joseph. Pass to Isaac. 5 on the clock. Here's Bitadze. Guarded by Walker. Bitadze with the bucket. Pacers leading by 3. Puts it up from 7. And off the left side of the rim. And it swirls in for him. Walker's got his first points of the game. Black kicks to Harris. Isaac with a screen for Harris. On the wing, Isaac. Over Toppin. Out to Harris. Launches it. Toppin pulls it in. Mathurin for 3. No good on the shot. The 3rd quarter comes to a close. It's the Pacers up 5. Live. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands. when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Outside the wings are Suggs and Wagner. Then there's Black. Then it's Wendell Carter. And it's De Silva in at the four. And Orlando making a change here. Caldwell Pope's checked in.
Substitution.
On defense, Orlando. A 2-point game. Pope loose. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Wagner on the wing to tie it up. Outside for Caldwell Pope. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Pacers shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. A nice shot by Halliburton.
Yeah, great work on the interior. Halliburton, easy work inside.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That's foul number 2 for him. Paolo Banchero's checked in for Orlando.
Magic. Number 5. Paolo Banchero.
Halliburton outside. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Neesmith, the pass to Halliburton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Crafty move. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Third personal foul.
This is where Halliburton keeps you off balance. Defense never sure if he's going to make a pass. That time he up-fakes you into a foul.
Wagner's checked in for Wendell Carter.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Wagner with a screen for Caldwell Pope. Now, here's Wagner. Tight defense on him. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Halliburton outside for 3. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Kicks it out to Wagner. On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And not the first time we've seen this. When KCP's confident, when he's in rhythm, he can fill it up with the best of them.
And it's Halliburton missing. The Magic trail by 7. Here's Banchero. Pacers with the rebound. Turner's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Suggs. Sinks the three-pointer.
Now, this is where you love the fast play by Jalen Suggs. Gets just a little bit of room, and the pull-up is pure.
Halliburton up top. He's covered by Suggs. Shots good by Turner.
Really the best result they could have hoped for on that possession. They get back all 3 points they just gave up and are close to putting this thing out of reach.
Now, here's Banchero. Hands it from downtown.
You love that a guy so young like Paolo Banchero is ready in the big moment to step up and deliver.
Remaining in the game, 2 minutes.
Banchero against Halliburton. Takes it out to Siakam. Halliburton a screen on Suggs. Halliburton with it. Picked up by Banchero. Siakam passes to Halliburton. And it's good. With time running down on the shot clock. And now 24 points for Tyrese Halliburton. Suggs against Halliburton.
A big-time bucket. This guy is fearless.
Pacers leading by 4. To the right side. Siakam for 3. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. And Wagner able to finish. Wagner's got his first 2 points.
Wagner with the huge delivery. That's the competitive fire of this young guy.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Magic.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Now here's Turner. Shoots Pass over Wagner. Count it.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Halliburton against Suggs. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth. It's good.
Well, Jalen Suggs, despite his youth, proving he's willing to step up when his team needs him.
Halliburton outside. Pass to Siakam. Halliburton against Suggs. Halliburton drives in. Good.
Fearless move by Tyrese Halliburton. The game is complete and the mind is ready.
Kicks it out to Banchero. Halliburton with the steal. Driving to the basket. Yes!
Boy, the bucket's 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the three-point line? That's what it comes down to.
So a close game sees Indiana take this one. That was a fun night of basketball.
Go.